Hey everybody, I'm Robert.
Hey guys, I'm Tom.
We thought we'd just sit down and go over really the first weekend of operations for Apex in 2020.
Yep.
It was definitely a whirlwind, but one that I would say was highly successful. I'm really happy with that.
It was a really good start to the season. Really good.
It was good to get everybody back together.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It started out for us that we drove up there Friday morning and said, okay, today's the day that we're going to go locate all the cars. Obviously
Find out where they all are.
they've all been getting service done. Pete's been detailing. George has been rebuilding cars. So corral up all the cars, make sure they all have their plates on them and everything. Went by Manti Racing, went over to Team Schirmer to check on the F80. George completely rebuilt the entire car through winter.
He did, yeah.
And then, like I said, Manti Racing, where they went through the entire GT2 to make sure that it was race ready, if you would, ready for the season. We even went over to Sorg Motorsport to meet with the guys about the race car. And then from there, we were at Pop-Up Nürburgring.
We went everywhere on Friday. It was ridiculous.
We were all over the place. The glass came for the barn on Friday while we were getting all the cars ready in the barn. It was literally 1,000 directions, 1,000 people involved. And it was all of our key partners in Nürburgring really were a part of making the season start for us. It was really, really cool to get around and see everybody. Yeah. But there was a lot to it. Apex has grown now. We have about 17 people that it takes to make the operation run. We're definitely running, I think, from hotel to rental car to taxi to everything that we're doing. We're running a pretty comprehensive operation on the Nürburgring, and it takes a lot of planning.
It does.
It takes a lot of thought.
There's a lot of moving parts now. Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts. We have parts that we're ordering, parts that we're getting rid of once they're off the car, whether it be TÜV inspections to just making sure that we have paper for the printer. It is a very big organizational situation that we have, and that's maybe something we should do in a video, is what does it take to actually make up Apex work. Yeah. But when you come from a seasonal type of work mindset, and we've been closed since the middle of December. We've had the hotel open, we've been doing stuff, but each person took a month off, right?
Yeah, so each member of the team this year had a month, about 4 or 5 weeks off, where they all went back. Obviously, we're all from different countries, so people went off to different countries to see their family and friends. But it meant that we haven't all been together in the same place since really November.
Right.
So apart from Victor, who's currently off in Brazil doing his last stint of the holiday, it was the first time we were all kind of together. It wasn't basically on Friday. And that was quite exciting to get everyone back together and get the team ready to start the season. Yeah,
it's really cool to get everybody back together. It's a nice, breath of fresh air, if you would, to have the entire Apex team back together, and to get the taxis leaving in the mornings, the customers showing up for the rental cars bright and early. That's really cool. And it was nice to see all the hard work pay off, because it has been a lot of work in the winter. Yeah, it is, We've been, I am, let's say, always very cautious as in terms of operating the business. I'm always thinking, oh my gosh, it's terrible. Nothing's going right. You know what I mean? And we made a video with Misha last year, one of the summits, and I said, 2017 was great. Yep. 2018, our revenue doubled. Yep. 2019, our revenue doubled. And I said, I don't expect that for 2020. And what's really cool is our December, January, February revenues have all significantly increased over 2019.
It's been very
positive. It's really cool to see that when I'm like, look, I'm happy, this is where I want it, be, and then the team can take it and bring excitement for the customers and everything like that and take it to the next level. It's really positive. And like I said, I apologized to the team this weekend. I said, look guys, I'm sorry I'm always pushing, but I really want Apex to operate with a level of perfection. Yeah. And whereas for you guys, when you look at it and you see it online, it looks like a well-oiled machine, and
slick.
And we're getting there, and we really are this year. The personnel changes that we've made and some of the structural changes that we've made over the last, I would say, 6 months, maybe even 8 months, has been just top. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. We've gotten people into positions that are just kicking butt, literally kicking butt. We came in this weekend. I told everyone, look, I know this is the first weekend. It's easy to still be in winter mode, but I want to go out and set the stage for how we're going to work this year. And we literally, I couldn't be happier with the team and how the first weekend went, from the number of taxi laps we did to the number of rental car laps that we did to just the sheer fun. I think you guys know that I'm always giving something away, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I was able to get a couple people in the taxis that, wouldn't have otherwise gone. Yeah. and it was really, really neat. I mean, George got the T5 stuck.
Yeah, I mean, we were actually saying we wish we were wearing GoPros on our heads all the time because so much happened this weekend. It was ridiculous.
George got the T5 stuck out back behind the barn, and I went back to rescue him. I couldn't get it out, so we then got the T6 out, and then some guys who were going down in the area saw us, working the van out, and they came out and pushed, and 3 guys were pushing the van. I said, okay, 3 guys, M3. I think we need to do a taxi lap. They got out just all smiles and just had a great time, So as a whole, it was a really, really cool weekend. I mean, what was your key? What would you say your key moments were?
The one thing I noticed this weekend is, for me, this is the 3rd season I've done, and it's by far the busiest, just all-round opening day.
Right.
Was what I saw. Like Robert said, we did a lot of taxi laps, did a lot of rental laps. I think at one point it was literally just Apex cars on track on the Sunday. Yeah,
we had a point where I think both Saturday and Sunday where every one of our rental cars were out. We actually had people coming in and were like, yeah, we got nothing, you got to wait 3 hours, I'm sorry. And that was pretty impressive for the first weekend. That was on Sunday, actually.
It was Sunday.
And that was really what we saw as the quieter day. And, that was really impressive to see. But that just goes to show how the team has been pushing and developing the whole brand, if you would, and the whole product to get it to that point where, for us to sell out of rental cars in March, I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah. We planned with the taxis just one driver in March, and that was Tim. And that's just because it's usually so quiet. And Wynn came to me and said, Robert, I need a second driver.
With a second
and I need a second driver. Yeah. And I said, okay, well, luckily Luis is here, so, throw him in the car. So it really was exciting. And, but for anyone that was out with us this weekend, thank you for that. It was a really fantastic weekend. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, some really cool key moments this weekend. I got out in the M3, and it's the first time I've been in since George, like we said, has done the full overhaul, the full rebuild. And that car is feeling so tight now.
Yeah, everyone from Apex that had been in the car before, the overhaul and after just said the M3's transformed. It's like, brand new car now. Yeah. And that's one cool thing we're going to do a video on. The car has, I guess now about 63,000 kilometers and some change, but it is basically a brand new car now.
It is, yeah.
Last year we put a new motor in it, we put a new diff in it. This fall, complete new suspension, springs, kinematics, everything redone.
Everything's changed but the chassis.
Yeah, the only thing that's there is the chassis, the cage, and the seats. That's the only thing that exists, and that's the only thing that should not need to be replaced in essence. But the car went out and was just phenomenal. Yeah. It was phenomenal. Furthermore, it was really neat to get the GT2 back on track.
Yeah, it was.
Last year, we started with the car later in the season, and we were really in a lot of rain and a lot of weather. Tim got under control of that thing really quick and got the car running really fast in the wet. And then he jumped back in it on Saturday and was right back there just flying with that thing.
It was good to see him back out. He's just been like chomping at the bit all winter to get out in that GT2 RS MR because obviously we put the upgrades on it and there was only like 1 or 2 TS sessions and it was wet. And then this weekend, the track conditions were perfect. Yeah, it was cold, but it was really good.
So let's say this, it was very cold.
Yeah.
The track was perfect in the sense that Sunday was mixed conditions, but it was drying. Yeah. By the end of the day, we had to go back onto the wet tires.
We did.
But it was at a point where he was getting in, really clean laps with it for the conditions. Yeah. And it has me very excited to get that car out on a track day. We're going to do a couple track days this year with the Cup R tire on it. And I think there's going to be 3 track days, and I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 TF days. So you guys, if you want to try the GT2 RS MR on Cup Rs, let me know. And I'll see how much interest there is, and we'll make maybe an Instagram post, and maybe we'll do it on a TF day. You get about 15 laps out of a set of tires, so if we get 15 people that would be interested in it, then let us know. I think the price will probably go up about 140 euro lap based on the price of the tire, but I mean, if I get 15 people that want it, then we'll do it. I've got no problem with that.
Yeah.
But as a whole, the weekend was phenomenal in my eyes. Like I said, I couldn't be happier with how. What could I say? The best way to put it is how the team set the tone for the rest of the year.
I think we start off high,
yeah. We set the standard high. We set the bar high as to what we want to do, how we want to operate, and of course, I told the team after the meeting we kicked ass, but here's what we can do better.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And it's because I really do want the Apex team to be the best that there is. I want us to set that bar, and I want us to not worry about what is anybody else doing? How does anybody else operate? I want to make sure that we operate at our own standard, at our own level, so that we can have fun.
Yeah.
one of my big goals for the year is that everybody on the team that wants to get on track can get on track.
Yep.
So that was one of my big focuses in the debriefing is, okay, raise your hand if you want to if you want to get on track. Everyone look around. If your hand is raised, make sure that everybody else takes care of each other, because the last thing, it looks amazing from home working at the Nürburgring until you realize that it was 5 degrees on Saturday. It started at 1 degree, and from 7:30 in the morning until 7 at night, we're hanging around a car park, selling taxi laps and all weather and everything like that. So we need to make sure that it's fun. You know, I don't want to go to the Nürburgring and not have fun, and neither does the rest of the team. So that's really important.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, is we did all have fun. Like I said, it was great seeing so many familiar faces back out there. You know, we saw people like Nigel, for example. He went out in the GT2 RS MR.
Yep.
His lap was so funny. So
yeah,
I'm sure he's going to put it online.
Yeah, he was cracking up. Yeah.
We had Sebastian.
Yep, Sebastian. He's got his GT2 RS and he came out. Yep.
Yeah. He did his lap in the GT2 RS MR. He's thinking about getting the kit, and he loved it.
Yeah,
so that was awesome.
He had a great time. He wrote with me later and said, "Man, that thing's amazing."
Yeah, I think that'll actually be on the channel now.
Yeah, it's on
so
the
you
channel
guys,
right
if you want
now.
to see that lap thing, go and see one of the previous videos.
Just
Loads of stuff happened. We had a guy from the UK, and he booked 2 laps in the GT2 RS MR. He thought he could do them on the bounce. He had to come in and just have a bit of a breather before the second one.
He took like 4 hours in between.
He was fun though. He was really cool. And then we had a guy who had a Lamborghini event store, again from the UK, and he came in and was just a bit apprehensive about the track condition. He said it was quite slippy.
Yeah, he said, "I'm not going to go out today."
He didn't want to go out. And then Tim took him out in the GT2 and kind of like drove his line and stuff and explained a little bit about the track, and then he was out all weekend.
Yeah, the guy
non-stop.
After saying, "I'm not going to drive," he got in the taxi, then said, "Wow, okay, you can drive on this."
Doable, yeah.
And he went out, and I think he probably did 20 laps.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah, he was out there just all day,
all
rocking
weekend,
it.
all weekend.
It was really cool.
So that was good, yeah.
Yeah, so it was really neat to get to see a whole bunch of people, new people, friends from previous years and everything like that. And I can say I'm happy to see the season start.
It was like everyone came out of hibernation at once. That's what it felt like.
Yep.
Like people you haven't seen since November. It was like nothing changed as well. So it was exciting. Yeah,
it really was.
Positive weekend, and
So what do we have now? Tom and I will be heading back to Apex on Wednesday.
Yep.
The updates will be to the barn. We'll try and do a little video on that, showing you guys what's going on in the barn.
It's been a lot of progress.
I'm really proud of the server system that's getting put in right now.
Yeah, that's today.
I've got 9 new cameras going in. So I think we had 6 cameras before.
Yeah.
And now we're going to 9 cameras, and they're all 4K.
Yeah.
So just so we can tweak out and get some
high res.
It's all about the content, right?
It's all about the content. Always vlogging.
But yeah, so we're going to 9 cameras, all 4K resolution, repositioning some of them just to get better coverage on the yard. Doing a full Wi-Fi system, so out in the entire parking area of the yard, the area between the barn and the house is all going to have really nice access points set up for external Wi-Fi, new Wi-Fi inside the hotel rooms, new access points, and then obviously we're tying the servers in to hopefully be able to share our videos better. We're actually going to tie the servers in back to the Mitch Consulting headquarters, just to try and streamline all of our processes to make it easier for the team.
Yep.
So lots of really cool stuff going in.
It's an exciting time,
Yeah, it is. It's going to be pretty neat. So we'll do a little update on how those renovations are coming so you guys can see that. Then Friday afternoon, we're back up there and it's time to go racing.
It's time to go racing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that, just bam, straight into the season.
Yep.
Racing started. So
we've got the testing day on Saturday. So the guys will be out there testing the Nankang tire all day Saturday.
Friday's the sign on, isn't it?
Friday sign up, Saturday testing. So what's our goals for the testing? Honestly, for us, we're working with Nankang on this tire.
Yep.
This is a new tire for them in an 18-inch model. And so it's going to be on us to give feedback and push for development and things like that. So really this first couple races is figuring out the tire, figuring out if changes need to be made, if everything's good. If everything's good, then we're happy, we're going to run on it. If not, then it's going to be an evolutionary thing. So I think the entire team is excited to help develop a tire, but a little bit nervous because right now, to be honest with you, we're going into it not knowing.
A little bit blind.
Yeah, we're going in a little bit blind. They've run it on cars last year in 17 inches. And we're gonna get to do some experimentation starting on Saturday.
We'll see.
Be interesting actually to get feedback on that, and that's something we're gonna be very open about. We're not gonna be like, this is the best tire in the world if it's not. We're gonna say, look, this is what we noticed, this is where it performed, and this is what our goal is for the next version of the tire. And Nankang is very, very excited to do this because they're happy that we've got some experienced drivers that know how to push a car, but also know how to take care of parts.
Yep.
And that's one thing where they want to work with us and we want to work with them, because we can share this feedback and this eagerness to make something cool.
Yeah.
So so testing the car on Saturday for the day, and then back to TF on Sunday.
Yep.
So,
and then it's a week and then it's the race.
Yep.
So
So VLN1 will be on, I believe it's the 21st. Is
21st,
that correct?
yeah. Correct.
VLN1 will be on the 21st. The test day will be on the 14th. So if you guys, anyone's around, definitely pop by, say hi and check it out. And then on VLN2, which is what, the 3rd or something like that.
I'd have to check.
The first weekend in April. I don't have the calendar in front of me, so I don't know the exact date, but the first weekend in April is VLN2, and that's when we will do taxi laps in the VLN car on Friday. So we have room on VLN2, I believe, for a couple laps left. We have a group that's looking at coming, and they're going to take up some of them, but we can do taxi laps in the race car on VLN Friday, and then again racing on Saturday. We've got space for the VIP tour if you want to come on Saturday, but
we do, yeah.
Should be really exciting. Get you guys down in the box, check stuff out. Let us know if you're interested in that. Shoot info@apex-nürburg.com an email. We can get you in there. But
yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed the social media content over the weekend. We really hit Instagram hard.
We did.
I mean, I think I'm the last person to say I'm a YouTuber, so you can thank Tom for getting these videos.
Yeah, we're going to be doing these videos. We're going to be doing them as frequently as we can. I think at least 3 a week.
Yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try for 3 a week minimum.
We're on the train now, so we're just going to keep pushing. just keep going.
I told Tom he's just got to come into my office, say, Robert, we're doing a video.
Yeah. I've got his login now, so he'll see this because I'm uploading it for him. So.
But so we're definitely excited about that. So what would really help us is if you tell us, what do you want to know?
Yeah.
There's really nothing that I'm going to consider off limits about Apex. Of course, I'm not going to open up books and show you exact turnover or people's names or what people make or anything like that. But I will talk to you about the business model, the business idea, and the company goes in many directions.
Yeah.
So it could be, how does racing tie into the business? Do I expect a return on the investment from the racing, or anything? Just come up with anything that you guys think might be interesting that you want to know about, and we'll be happy to share it.
Yep.
Okay.
Comment section below.
All right, guys.
Yep.
We'll see you. Let's see, what videos do we have coming out?
We have got a video that I've just edited. You and Tim in the GT2.
Okay.
We have.
You know what we need to do? We need to do the video, because I made an Instagram post asking which video they want. Everybody wants the taxi drivers or the Schirmer costs.
Yeah.
And it was about 50-50, and some people even said, I want both.
Yeah.
So let's do that next.
Okay.
Okay. So the next video out, we'll do something on the operational costs, and really not even so much the cost, but the maintenance and the requirements of the car.
There you go.
Okay.
Heard it here first.
Cool. All right, guys. We'll catch you later.
See ya.